students, in the last class I was started the topic amines. In that amine, first session I was discussing in that class. So in that first session I discussed about the preparation of amines and the nomenclature of amines, classification of amines. So there are four methods of preparation which are discussed in that class. Again, today we start the second session. Second session in that class. So fifth method for the preparation of amines. So that fifth method is Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. So in this method, Gabriel is the scientist name who is used the thalamide as a starting material for the preparation of amines. So thalamide this is thalamide. Thalamide which is treated with KBr to form a product potassium salt of thalamide. Potassium salt of thalamide. So this potassium salt of thalamide which is treated with KOH. This is potassium salt of thalamide. Potassium salt of thalamide which is treated with RX. RX it is alkyl halide. When alkyl halide is potassium salt of thalamide treated together to form alkyl derivative of thalamide. That is alkyl thalamide. So this alkyl thalamide that is treated with sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide to form RX. RNH2 or NH2. Two molecules of sodium hydroxide reacts with one molecule of thalamide, alkyl thalamide to form RNH2 plus COONE. Sodium salt of phthalic acid is formed, that is called as primary amine. Primary amine. So this primary amine is prepared by using Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. So this method is used to prepare only aliphatic primary amine. But this method is not suitable for the preparation of aromatic primary amine or aryl amines, because instead of using, if you use alkyl amine, instead of using this alkyl halide, instead of using this one, if you use aryl halide, so substitution reaction takes place instead of this reaction. So aromatic amines are not prepared by using this method. Only we are going to use this method for the preparation of aliphatic primary amine. Then last method for the preparation of amines is sixth one, that is Hoffman bromamide degradation. degradation. Hoffmann-bromamide degradation. So degradation here means during the reaction, number of carbon atoms are less in the product comparing to the reactant. So Hoffmann is the scientist who is using the bromamide method for the preparation of amines. So here RCONH2. This is amine. This is amine. So this amine which is used is treated with bromine to form RCONHBr. RCONHBr. This is called as N-bromamide. N-bromamide. So this N-bromamide, that is RCONHBr, which is treated with KOH. This undergo rearrangement reaction, or instead of KOH, you can also use NaOH also. NaOH use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, KOH use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, because Na and K both belongs to alkali group. It undergo rearrangement reaction, that is NC double bond O plus H2O plus NABR. This is called as isocyanate. So this isocyanate, which is treated with another molecule of NaOH. Here there are two molecules of NaOH are used to form RNH2 plus Na2CO3. So this is again the primary amine. So ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ combination reaction ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. But during the reaction here NABR and here is HBr is eliminated. One of the HBr is eliminated. This HBr is neutralized by HBr, which is not a constant product. It is an unstable product which is neutralized by adding NaOH to form NABr plus H2O. So this NaOH is added to neutralize the hydrogen bromide, which is eliminated during the first step. So that is neutralized to form a salt. Then the combined equation here I am going to write. Combination ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, so this get cancelled, and this get cancelled, and here HBr get cancelled. So the combined equation, arrow marking ಮುಂದೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, arrow marking ಹಿಂದೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. So RCONH2, this is amide, plus Br plus NaOH, 2 NaOH plus NaOH, total making 4 NaOH molecules. Then the remaining component in the product side, so NH2, RNH2, that is a primary amine. Plus remaining component in this side is NABR, so 2 NABR plus Na2CO3 plus again 2 molecules of water. So this is the method which is used to prepare the primary amines. If you prepare aliphatic primary amine and if you prepare aromatic primary amines also, instead of using R here, if you use aryl group, that is C6H5 group, here aromatic primary amines are formed. But only one thing is that why it is called as a degradation reaction. So degradation reaction means number of carbon atoms in the reactant. Number of carbon atoms in the reactant are more than the number of carbon atoms in the product, or number of carbon atoms in the products are less than the number of carbon atoms in reactant. One of the carbon atom which is eliminated in the form of sodium carbonate. Hence, the grade of the amide decreases during the formation of primary amide. Hence, it is called as degradation reaction. And bromamide is one of the reagent which is prepared from using the amides. Hence, it is called as Hofmann's bromamide degradation or Hofmann's bromamide synthesis method. So these are the last two methods for the preparation of amines. So there are only 6 methods that I was discussing in the preparation of amines. So now we'll discuss about the physical properties of amines. First I will rub it up and then we'll discuss the physical properties. Physical properties of amines. So physical properties ಅಂದ್ರೆ nature, state, odor, color ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So amines, aliphatic primary amines, lower member of amines are gases, whereas carbon 3 onwards, higher amines, carbon 3 onwards means amines which containing 3 or more than 3 carbon atoms which are onwards liquids, then remaining they are solids, hard solids. Then lower amines are soluble in water and lower amines are soluble in water due to formation of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding with water molecule. Then solubility goes on decreases as molecular mass increases. Then solubility goes on decreases as molecular mass increases. This is due to decrease in the hydrogen bonding. But higher amines are insoluble in water. Then higher amines are insoluble in water. Then boiling point and melting point goes on increases as their molecular mass increases. When come to the aromatic amines, aryl amines, so aryl amines are colorless liquids. All aryl amines are colorless liquids. When they exposed to air, they converted into brown in nature. aryl amines are colorless liquids when exposed to air. Exposed to air, it changes their color to brown, brownish due to air oxidation. Due to air oxidation. Aryl amines are colorless liquids. When they expose to air, they changes to brownish due to air oxidation. Air oxidation ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ so colorless amines ಇದ್ದದ್ದು colored amine ಆಗಿ conversion ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. So this is about the physical properties. Then come to the chemical properties. Chemical properties. Chemical properties. In that one, first one is basic nature. Basic nature. So all amines are basic in nature. This basic character of amines, which was first explained by the scientist called as Lewis. So here RNH2, this is one of the amine. So nitrogen atom of amine, which is containing pair of electrons, unshared pair of electrons, they are called as lone pair of electrons. So the substance which donates a pair of electrons, according to Lewis theory of acids and bases, substance which donates pair of electrons, they are called as Lewis bases. Due to donation of pair of electrons are called as Lewis bases. They are called as Lewis bases. All the amines which are having nitrogen and lone pair of electrons, they donate the pair of electrons, hence they are basic in nature. And this basic character is again explained by the given amines. Amines which are treated with acids. Amines, when treated with acids to form salts, are NH3 plus X minus. This is called as salt. When any substance, amine and acid, amines when treated with acid to form salt, the formation of salt is due to react acid with amines. So amines here is base. Base reacts with acids to form salt. Then again, this amine RNH2, which is treated with or salts NH3. So NH3 plus X minus, which is treated with water. Which is treated with water to form R again NH2 plus HX. So here RNH2 that again reform, then that is from the compound. So this is instead of using this RNH2 again it forms, then it is also called as base. But so sodium salt of RNH2 which reacts with water, which is dissolved in water to forming NH3 plus OH minus. NH3 plus OH minus. So this compound, this reaction, which is applying the law of mass action to this. or chemical equilibrium. So this is a reversible process, and according to the law of chemical reaction, so law of mass action, equilibrium constant K is equal to product of active masses of products divided by product of active masses of reactants. Product of active masses of reactants. Here the concentration of water is constant, then K into concentration of H2O is constant. This is equal to R product of NH3 plus into concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of NH2. So K into equilibrium constant into concentration of water, here it is considered as Kb. Kb is equal to RNH3 plus into OH minus divided by RNH2. So Kb is called as dissociation constant of weak base. This dissociation constant of weak base, according to logarithm or pH equation, so according to pH equation, pH is equal to negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration to the base 10. So instead of pH, if you take pKb is equal to minus log of Kb to the base 10. Minus log of Kb to the base. So on this equation, you can also calculate the basic strength of amines. Basic character of amines are calculated by using this equation. So Kb value, as Kb value increases, their basic character is increases. As Kb value decreases, basic character decreases. Kb value is more, larger is the value of Kb, smaller is the pKb value. As the Kb value increases, pKb value decreases. So the amines which are having less pKb value, they are strong bases. So again we will discuss some examples here. pKb value of ammonia. So a list of the some amines which are having different pKb values, which are listing to here. Just see the list of the some amines. So see the students. Larger is the value of Kb and smaller is the value of pKb. More is the basic strength of amines. Kb value increase ಆದಂಗ pKb value decrease ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Kb value increase ಆದಂಗ pKb value decrease ಆಗ್ತತಿ. So Kb value ಹೆಚ್ಚಾದಂಗ pKb value ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಂತ amines more basic ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ aniline, ammonia, one of the standard basic compound which is ammonia, that is their pKb value is 4.75. Their pKb value is 4.75. So ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗೆ pKb ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. This ammonia is basic in nature. So parent basic compound. So ಈ ammonia basic compound 4.75 pKb ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗಿಂತಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ These compounds which are having less pKb value than standard ammonia. Hence, these are more basic. More basic. And these three compounds which are having more pKb value, hence these are less basic. The basic character of amines, which depends only on the attached groups to the nitrogen atom of ammonia. ಅಮೋನಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಟಮಿಗೆ ಈ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಟಮಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತತಿ ಆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ all five compounds which are called as aliphatic amines. These are all aliphatic amines and these are all aromatic amines. That means the final conclusion is aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. So we'll write here aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. Aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines, which are concluded by knowing the value of pKb value. So pKb value of aliphatic amines are less than the pKb value of ammonia, and pKb value of aromatic amines are more than the pKb value of ammonia. Hence these aromatic amines are less basic, aliphatic amines are more basic. Why aromatic amines are more basic? Question rise agodu. In case of aromatic amines, so benzene ring ಗೆ NH2 group attach ಆದಾಗ, so the lone pair of electrons which are present on the nitrogen atom, so according to Lewis theory, so nitrogen atom of amine groups which donates a lone pair of electrons, hence amines are basic. But this benzene ring which is directly attached to the nitrogen atom of amine group, instead of donating lone pair of electron, this lone pair of electrons shifted towards aromatic ring. Hence the donation of lone pair of electron towards other compound is decreases. Hence the donation is decreases. So their basic character is decreases. In case of this compound, for example, CH3NH2. CH3NH2 is more basic than aniline. CH3NH2 is more basic than NH2 because their pKb value, CH3NH2 methanamine pKb value is 3.38 and their pKb value is benzenamine pKb value is 9.38. As pKb value increases, their basic character decreases. As pKb value decreases, their basic character increases. Idrde pKb value kadime iರ್ತತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇದ್ಯಾಕ more basic ಇರ್ತತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so NaCH3 group which is donated attached to the NH2 group, which is electron donating group. That CH3 group itself first donates electron density towards nitrogen. Hence electron density in the nitrogen is increases. That easily donates a pair of electron. But in this case, this group is electron withdrawing group. That withdraws the electron from nitrogen instead of donating. Hence their pKb value is more. So due to electron donating group, their pKb value is less. That means the final conclusion is aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines, or aromatic amines are less basic than aliphatic amines. So this is about the basic nature of amines. That is the first property. Then come to the second property. Then second property is alkylation. alkylation reaction. Alkylation here means substitution of alkyl groups. That I was discussing in the first session. Instead of alkylation in the first session, that I was called it as an ammonolysis reaction. Alkylation reaction means, for example here, RNH2. This is amine. That is example for primary amine, whether it may be aliphatic primary amine or aromatic primary amine. So alkylation means substitution of alkyl group, that is RX. RX here is haloalkane. Haloalkanes. So one of the hydrogen atom of amine group replaced by R, that is NHR minus HX. So this is an example for secondary amine. Then again, this undergo substitution of another alkyl halide. So here R, N, R, minus again HX. So this is an example for tertiary amine. Then this again undergo RX, reacts with RX to form R4N plus X minus, that is quaternary ammonium salt. This reaction already discussed in the synthesis of amines by ammonolysis method. So example, here I will discuss an example. So example here is CH3NH2. The name is methane amine. Methane amine again CH3Br, bromomethane or methyl bromide. Methyl bromide addition ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ HBr elimination ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. HBr elimination ಆದಾಗ CH3NH3. So this is an example for primary. So the name of this one is N-methyl methanamine. N-methyl methanamine, that is an example for secondary. So this secondary methanamine, which is treated with another molecule of CH3Br, that is bromomethane, to form NCH3CH3. So the name of this one is N-dimethyl methanamine. N-dimethyl methanamine. Then that is treated with another molecule of CH3Br. Here one of the hydrogen HBr is eliminated, but here there is no hydrogen atom to the nitrogen atom for the elimination of Br. Hence all the three alkyl groups which are attached to the nitrogen atom as the central element and positive charge, here is Br minus. Then this is an example for tertiary amine, and this is an example for quaternary amine. So tetramethyl ammonium bromide. The name of this one is tetramethyl ammonium bromide. So the reaction is continued until all the hydrogen atom are replaced by the alkyl group, then the quaternary ammonium salt is formed. So instead of using CS3Br, if you use a C6H5Br, then aromatic amines are formed. So primary amines which converted into mixture of secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt. This reaction was already discussed in the synthesis of amines by ammonolysis method. The next reaction is here alkylation, substitution of alkyl group. Then third reaction is acylation reaction. That means a substitution of acyl group. Acylation reaction means substitution of acyl group. So example here is RNH2 plus CS3COCl. CS3COCl. This is called as acid chloride. Acid chloride. This reaction takes place in presence of pyridine as a base. Base ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ pyridine addition ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. So product obtained here is RNHC++O-CH3. That is N-alkyl amide. This is called as N-alkyl amide. Plus the elimination of here is HCl. HCl. This Cl combines with one of the hydrogen atom of amine group to form HCl. So this is the acidic compound. Acidic compound which is released during the reaction. Then the role of pyridine here is to neutralize the hydrochloric acid releases during the reaction. So pyridine and the function ಏನಂದ್ರೆ reaction ದಲ್ಲಿ HCl elimination ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಈ HCl ಅನ್ನು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ pyridine addition ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So that is an example here. CS3NH2 plus CS3COCl in presence of base to form CS3NHCO-CS3 plus HCl. This is called as N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. Or instead of primary amine, if you take secondary amine, that is again base. Reagent is base. So this Cl combines with H to form again HCl, and here is secondary group, that is CS3 so CH3 CO C++O CH3. So this is called as N-dimethyl ethanamide. N-dimethyl ethanamide. So this is an name is N-methyl methanamide. N-methyl methanamide, which is treated with acetyl chloride. Instead of using acetyl chloride, if you use acetic anhydride, for example, CS3NH2 plus CS3CO twice O. So CO triso, that is acetic anhydride. In presence of again base to form CH3 NHCO CH3 CH3 NHCO CH3, then again CH3 COOH. So in this reaction, HCl hydrochloric acid is eliminated and here is acetic acid is eliminated. Then the name of this one is again the name of this one, that is N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. So the difference between alkylation reaction and acylation reaction means substitution of alkyl group is called as acylation reaction and substitution of acyl group is called as acylation reaction. So acyl group here is CH3CO group here is called as acyl group. Again, instead of acyl group, if you use C6H5CO group, C6H5CO group ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಜಾಯಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. That is called as ಬೆಂಜಾಯಿಲೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ C6H5COCl ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಜಾಯಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತತಿ. ಬೆಂಜಾಯಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ aromatic amine formation ಆಗ್ತತಿ. So third reaction is acylation reaction. Then come to the fourth reaction, that is fourth reaction is carbyl amine reaction. Carbyl amine reaction. So carbyl amine reaction is used to identify primary amines only. This reaction is used to identify primary amines only undergo carbyl amine reaction, that is RNH2 primary amine. Whether it may be aliphatic primary amine or aromatic primary amine, which is treated with chloroform, that is CHCl3. So I think you will know about this CHCl3 during the discussion of haloalkanes. So that is trichloromethane. That is called as chloroform. And a compound which is alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide addition ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so here rearrangement reaction takes place. The rearrangement reaction here takes place between a nitrogen atom and carbon atom, that is to form RNC. So here 3 molecules of KOH are used because 3 chlorine atoms are there in the reaction and 3 hydrogens, here 3 hydrogens plus the products are 3 KCl plus 3H2. We will write it down, write it in the below. Okay. Product obtained are RNC plus 3KCl plus 3H2. This is called as isocyanide or alkyl isocyanide. This formation of isocyanide is observed by identifying their smell. The smell of this isocyanide is dirty smell, just like a rotten egg smell or foul smelling product obtained. That foul smelling product obtained indicates the formation of carbyl amine. So example here, CH3 NH2, that is methane amine. Methane amine, which is reacts with chloroform and 3 molecules of alcoholic potassium hydroxide to form CH3NC plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. So this is called as methyl isocyanate. Smell of the methyl isocyanate is very dirty smell. Hence, it is that smell indicates the formation of carbylamine. This reaction is used to identify only primary amine, but secondary, tertiary amine does not undergo carbylamine reaction. So today we discuss about the 4 methods of 4 reactions. In the next class we will discuss about the distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. So now today we will stop the second session which comes under the amines topic. In the next class we will discuss about the third session.